All right, welcome back to Pharmacist on Call, your 1-hour forum. This is your chance to call in with those questions and those concerns. We're going to get right back into your calls. Line 1, we've got Bess. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Yes, I was calling in. Is there anything that I can take besides Lasix to over the counter to get rid of fluid?
Okay. Over the counter, yeah, but have you tried hydrochlorothiazide?
No.
Okay, what is your problem with Lasix?
It's not taking off enough fluid.
What is your dose?
40 milligrams.
One time a day?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, your doc can go up on that. Yeah, it can go up. Lasix comes in an 80 milligram tablet. So I've seen 80 milligrams twice a day. Actually, I've seen higher than that. So, yeah, so you're on a low kind of dose. So your doctor can go much higher than he is. I would probably try that and give the Lasix in an increased dose an opportunity to work.
Okay.
Is it kicking off a little fluid but just not enough for what you need, or?
Yeah, I was just wondering if there's anything over the counter you can take to help it along.
Help it along. I'd probably be concerned doing too much would bottom out your potassium and some of your other electrolytes. Do you take potassium supplement with your Lasix? Do you take a potassium tablet, ma'am?
No.
Okay. Have you noticed any cramping or anything?
No.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's something called Diurex, D-I-U-R-E-X. That is an over-the-counter diuretic. We also sell one in the pharmacy called Super Strength Water Pill, I believe. It's got a number of different herbs, which also pull off fluid.
Okay. All right, well, thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Yes, ma'am. All right, looks like on line 3, we've got Leon. Leon, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Okay, how you doing this evening, sir?
Pretty good. How are you?
I just wanted to ask you about, what you thought about warfarin as compared to Eliquis, because my doctor just recently took me off of warfarin and he put me on Eliquis. Now, one thing I noticed with Eliquis, there's no diet restrictions like there is with warfarin. You know how you have to go get periodic, INRs.
Absolutely.
But I wanted to ask you what your thought was on Eliquis compared to warfarin, if you don't mind.
Just to be honest, I've only had one patient on it, so I haven't really studied the drug that much. But I think that just in terms of what you said, no dietary restrictions, not having to get your INRs checked as frequently, Now, when they do check your INRs, have you noticed a difference on the Eliquis? Okay, I guess we lost our caller there. Yeah, so as he said, yeah, with warfarin or Coumadin, for those of you who are out there, you are going to be on dietary restrictions. There's going to be a lot of monitoring because this is a volatile drug. And the other piece is it interacts with everything, probably even water and air. So you have to be very careful when you're taking it with medications. I don't think this is the case with Eliquis, but I will dig deep into it and see what the chemical differences are, well, the benefits are one versus the other. Wanted to get back and again discuss the water store there. So around November, we decided to, as part of our natural health piece, we decided to open the Kangen Water Store of Nashville. And what this did was to, well, we're going to get back into your calls here. All right, we've got John on line 1. John, welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Yeah, I was curious about the water you were talking about quite a while ago.
Yes, sir.
And I forgot what you called it, but it's supposed to be pretty good water.
Yes, sir.
And I don't remember what it was or where I could get it.
Okay, yeah, I was getting ready to go into a spiel about that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's called kangen, K-A-N-G-E-N, which is a Japanese word which means return to the origins.
Okay, and where do you get it at?
You get it at Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy, 811C Dickerson Pike. If you hang on to the end of the show, the producer is going to flash up our address for you and the phone number and everything. And so you can give us a call, or you can just talk into your phone and say, hey, Siri, take me to Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy, and they'll give you the directions there. For people who are going to ask, the cost of a gallon is $3.09 if we provide the container. If you have your own containers from home, you can bring in gallon containers or 5-gallon containers, whatever the size. For every gallon that it holds, we charge $2.
Okay, where's that pharmacy at?
It's on Dickerson Pike. Where would you be coming from?
Lewisburg, Tennessee.
Lewisburg, so that is down, is that 65?
Yeah, I'm like 50 miles straight south of Nashville.
Yeah, so right after you pass by Titan Stadium, headed on 65 North, you would get off on exit 47A, I believe, which would say Spring Street.
Okay.
James Robertson, well, not be Spring Street. And then follow the Dickerson Road sign, and we'd be right there. So we're right down the street from LP Nissan Stadium. Sorry about that, Nissan.
All right. And what was that pharmacy?
It's Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy, Pruitts.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're at 811C Dickerson Pike. You'll see a Z-Mart gas station. We're right next to them in a plaza.
Okay.
And of course, if you get lost, just give us a call, because we have to give directions all the time.
All right.
All right, thank you, sir.
Well, I sure appreciate it. Thanks.
Yes, sir, thank you. All right, we've got Michael. Welcome to Pharmacist-on-Call. How may we help you?
Yes, sir. Doctor, I was wondering what was the best sexual enhancement for the thing, because back in 1987 I was a bodybuilder for 10 years, and I took a lot of steroids.
Okay.
Which decreased my sexual enhancement. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I was wondering since I am now 59 years old, and I was wondering what is the best sexual enhancement to get, because I've been trying the horny goat weed and all that other. Could you tell me what is the best sexual enhancement to get nowadays?
I would probably look at, now the goat weed may be okay, but the other piece, since you're telling me you use steroids, now we have to work on your hormones. So let's look at something called indole 3-carbinol, I3C, and it comes from broccoli. And what it does is, as you get that testosterone in your body, the body converts it to estrogen at night. So when you wake up in the morning, you have an abundance of estrogen, and that's of course going to suppress your libido. But what indole 3-carbinol does is blocks that conversion of testosterone to estrogen, so it keeps you in a testosterone state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this is something I've used myself. I've noticed, like, my workouts in the morning, I'm stronger when I take the indole 3-carbinol, but I guess because it's naturally blocked whatever testosterone is in me from converting to estrogen. So do that, and then L-arginine in combination with that. So now we're going to talk about desire. That's the indole 3-carbinol. Now we're going to talk about physiologically keeping the penis erect is going to be the L-arginine. So what it does is it expands the blood vessels in the penis so that you can maintain an erection.
Oh, okay. L-arginine is what?
Yes, sir. Same thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, because back in the days, I took a lot of Diabol and all the other stuff that combined with the. And then after I got off of it, it turned back to okay then.
Yeah. So make sure since you're on all that, do some milk thistle too to help protect your liver. And then again, that indole 3-carbinol, you'll notice a difference, and it's something you can feel, fairly quickly.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. All right.
And then again,
All right, we've got Martha. Welcome to Pharmacist-on-Call. How may we help you?
Yes, Dr. Pruitt, I was listening to your show, and I'll go back a couple questions back. You mentioned hydrochlorothiazide.
Hydrochlorothiazide, yes, ma'am.
Yes, is a water pill?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I ask you a question.
Yes,
I'm very small, but I take lisinopril 20 milligrams every morning,
Yes, ma'am.
and a 12.5 hydrothyroid chloride in with it.
Yes, ma'am.
I have never had a problem with retaining water or anything,
Okay.
but they give me that because I have my bottom number of my blood pressure rises a lot. You know, it stays kind of high. But I've had a lot of problems with cramping and stuff with my legs. And
Could you repeat that again? What was going on with your legs?
I have a lot of cramping, like at night. I have a lot of cramps in my legs.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I live in a retirement center, and a lady said to me, well, they used to give quinine tablets for that
Yes,
cramping,
ma'am.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
But she said now you can buy tonic water that has this in it. Is there something that I can take to keep my legs from cramping at night? And why would they give me the hydrothyroid chloride in with my lisinopril? Because I'm less than 100 pounds and I've never retained water, but they say it's to help keep my bottom number of my blood pressure down.
That is a good question, ma'am. Yeah, if you're not retaining fluid, I don't know why they would have you on that. Some practitioners get to where they get on autopilot when they prescribe medications. So unless you were in a situation where the doctor said, okay, you've got a little fluid around your heart, or when they first saw you, they noticed some edema somewhere. But with you telling me this, you could probably just go on straight lisinopril, and I would bring this up to them also, by the way.
But do you recommend anything that I could take, maybe across the counter, or do something that I could do for the cramping of my legs?
You can do one of two things, ma'am. You can eat a good old-fashioned banana, which is chock full of potassium, and that will end that cramping. Or you can get a tall glass of orange juice, again, full of potassium, and that would stop it.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome.
Have a good night.
Yes, ma'am. You too. All right. Looks like we've got Janet on line one. Welcome to Pharmacist on Call. How may we help you?
Yes, I take prednisone because I have asthma, but I have a question because I know that's not good for you long term.
Correct.
But that really does work for me very well, and I'm scared of it messing with other parts of my body. I mean, because technically, it is like a miracle drug for me, obviously.
Yes, ma'am.
But it helps with the enlargement. I mean, the inflammation and things like that. The breathing tubes. But does it affect your lungs and the rest of your body? Because I'm gaining weight and everything else. I just have questions about it.
That is the prednisone doing it. It will put some weight on you.
But does it affect your lungs? Because I do have scar tissue from having pneumonia a couple of times.
That I don't know. I just know that prednisone is pretty rough on the body in general.
That's what I thought too. But if it helps, there's no, because the doctor's like, well, we want to, of course, make you better, but we don't want to hurt you in the long run on that.
Okay, you're taking it again for what now?
Well, I come here ever since I had pneumonia a couple of times. When I have either get around germs or anything like that, obviously I get sick and I have really bad breathing problems.
Okay.
Right now, I'm on it now.
Okay, so it looks like it should be short courses of prednisone. It shouldn't be on a...
5 days, like 5 days. But there's no, I mean, obviously they're not going to do any more than that. But if I don't take it, then I'm back to having the breathing problems.
You could ask your doctor to look at a drug, methylprednisolone. Yeah, methylprednisolone. And see if you can do a dose pack and see if that helps your breathing as well. And it doesn't do the number on your body that prednisone does.
Is that like a Z-pack or something?
Well, no, it's more like a Medrol dose pack. Have you ever heard of that?
I think so. I don't know if I've ever had that though. Because
Yeah.
I've tried everything. I do the Advair, the Brio. I've tried all of these things that I try.
Yeah, so those are preventative. But yeah, when you run into crisis, like you're saying, and I'm guessing you're taking a 50 milligram once a day, something like that?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty hefty dose. Now, how many times are you having to do that in a month?
Do the prednisone?
Yeah, a 5-day course.
It seems like every 2 weeks.
Nah. Yeah, maybe ask them about if they think Medrol dose pack would help you because you're worried about, side effects, you're getting some weight gain. So the Medrol would not do the side effect number that prednisone is.
But would that, I mean, okay, so if obviously it's a question I need to ask the doctor, but if I come off of something like the prednisone, will that go away? I mean, of course, working out and things like that of that nature, obviously, but would those side effects kind of drift off, you think?
Yeah, I would think so. The weight, you just have to work to get it off. So you got to remember, this is a steroid, and so it's affecting hormone levels and everything else.
Okay.
So until the body recovers.
They're not wanting to keep me on it, obviously, but that's obviously what I need, but it's weird. But anyway, thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, thank you. All right, everyone, stay right there. The phones are lighting up. We'll be right back.